Hi, good morning to everyone. Now, let us explain some problems based on pulleys and also tension developed in the ropes. See here, first problem is two monkeys of masses 10 kg and 8 kg are moving along a vertical rope as shown in the figure. So this is the vertical rope. The farmer is climbing up the rope with a constant acceleration of 2 meters per second square. So, first one is moving with an acceleration A is equal to 2 meters per second square in vertically upwards. Again, the ladder climbing down with a uniform velocity. It is moving with uniform velocity means V constant. As V constant, its acceleration A2 equal to 0. With a velocity of 2 meters per second. Find the tension developed in the rope. Very easy. See whatever force is acting upwards, only the tension. Weights of both the monkeys acting downward direction. Only one monkey which moves vertically upward direction with an acceleration. Okay. Therefore, net force is given by capital T is acting upward direction minus of weights of both the monkeys means m1 plus m2 into g is the downwards. As a result, its acceleration 0. Leave it. This should be equivalent to, maybe it can be written as m1a1 plus m2a2. You know, m1a1 plus m2a. Again, this is equal. See here, t minus of 5 plus 2. Sorry. 10 plus 2. Into G. Again, M1 is equal to 10 into A1 is equal to 2 plus M2 is equal to 2 into its acceleration G. Therefore, capital T minus 12 into 10 is equal to 120 is equal to, this is 20. Therefore, capital T is equal to, what is the value? 140 newtons. So that's why the tension in the rope is equivalent to wait. Sorry, its mass is equivalent to not 2, it is 8 kilograms. 10 kg and 8 kg. That means here it is 10 and 8. 10 and 8 into 0. 10 plus 8, 18 into 10, 180. And this is 10 into 2 is equal to 20. So then T to here, capital T is equal. 20 plus 180 is equal, it is nearly 200. So therefore the tension in the rope is equal to 200 newtons. Are you understand? Observe this. Okavela, in the same problem it is given first monkey moving upward direction with an acceleration of 2 meters per second square. Second one is moving down with an acceleration of 2 meters per second square, say suppose. And A1 is taken as positive and A2 is taken as negative. Total becomes 0. Then in that case, E is equal to 1. Okay. Suppose if both the monkeys are moving upward direction with the same acceleration, means m1a1 plus m2a2, 10 into 2 plus 8 into 2, 10 2s are 20, 8 2s are 16, 20 plus 16 is equal to 36. This is equivalent to t minus 180 is equal to 36 and t is equivalent to 180 plus 36. Okay. So in this way we can calculate. But in some problems it is given in the same question. In some problems it is given. Suppose this is the first monkey and the first monkey is moving vertically upward direction with an acceleration A is equal to 2 meters per second square. And the second monkey which is holding the tail of the first one, and both will move up the rope with an acceleration A equal to 2 meters per second square. Find the value of tension in the thread means the same way. Tension capital T minus of weight of both the springs, both the monkeys is equal to m1 plus m2 into g is equivalent to m1 plus m2 into a. Okay now. m1 plus m3 into a. From this we can calculate the value of t. అలా కాకుండా find the maximum force that can exert the second monkey on the tail of the first monkey on the tail of the first monkey. Ante here this tail is taken as one of the rope and the tension developed in the rope is equivalent to, or the tail is equivalent to, let it is T1 and this is also equal to T1. For the second monkey alone, observe దీని వెయిట్ కిందకు ఉంటుంది, T1 పైకి ఉంటుంది and it moves with an acceleration a అనుకుంటే therefore in that situation T1 minus mg is equal to m2g is equal to m2a. This is from free body diagram of second monkey. Alani from free body diagram of first monkey is equal to capital T is the tension upwards, T1 is the tension downwards towards the tail, still it is moving upwards. That means net tension is equal to capital T minus T1 minus m1g is equal to m1 into a. m1 into a. So by doing the free body diagrams, we will develop these two equations. From these equations, we can find the unknown parameters. Okay, either T1 or capital T. What is T1? This T1 is the tension developed in the tail of the first monkey. Tail of the first monkey. A value is only T1 T1 minus m2g is equal to m2 into a. But by giving T1 and a, find the value of tension developed in the first monkey with the point of support and development. T is going to form of Payne's calculation system. Okay, very important relations, and one or two times this type of problems asked in mains and also NEET levels also. Okay, right? Now the next example is, come on, write down my dear students. These are not included in your material. Okay na? మీ మెటీరియల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లేవు, ప్రాబ్లమ్ చూస్తూ కొంచెం జాగ్రత్తగా అర్థం చేసుకోండి. నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ వన్, హియర్ two blocks of masses 5 kg and 2 kg, they are initially at rest. These are initially at rest on the ground or on the marginal surface. Next one, these two are connected by a light string. These two are connected by a light string while passing through a frictionless pulley. Pulley is frictionless as well as massless. Frictionless and massless. An upward force capital F is applied on the pulley. Applied force capital F is applied on the pulley, and it is maintained at a constant rate. Maintained at a constant rate. Find the accelerations of A1 and A2 of 5 kg and 2 kg when the applied force capital F is 30 newtons and is 60 newtons and third one is 110 newtons. Very clearly chudandi ga. In case 1, suppose the applied force is capital F which is equal to 30 newtons. Ila తీసుకున్నాం. So to find the values of A1 and A2, let us draw the free body diagrams of both pulley and also both the blocks. Right? For a pulley, it is pulley, and the upward force acting on it is capital F. Here the tension developed in the string is equal to T అనుకుందాం. ఇక్కడ T అనుకుంటే here on the pulley it is also equal to T and this is also equal to T. కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ along this direction it is capital T and this is also capital T. Right? This is the free body diagram of pulley. And also for the first one, for 5 kg block, this is 5 kg block. Upward force acting on is T and weight of the block is equal to 5 into G, mg gram. Downward direction. And second block, whose mass is equal to 2 kg. Here also capital T acting upward direction and its weight 2g acting downwards. 2g acting downwards. See my dear students, if F is equal to 30 kada, from pulley, what is the net force acting on it? Upward force F, total downward force is 2t, and F minus 2t is equal to ma kada. Again, this is when pulley is massless, mass is equal to 0, and this should be equal to 0. Therefore, 2t, F is equal to 2t, 2t is equal to F is equal to 30. Then what is the value of T. T is equal to 15 newtons. When the applied force is 30, tension developed in each string is equal to 15 newtons, you know. For the first one, 50 newtons, 5 into 3 means 50 gram. 50 newtons downwards and T is equal to 15. Is it possible to lift the block of mass 5 kg upwards? No, because T is less than, upward force is less than its gravitational pull. Again, 2 kg block also it is 20 newtons downwards. Applied force is 50 newtons. Also applied force is less than weight gram. It is not also possible to lift it vertically upward direction. That's why both are blocks, both are at rest on the horizontal floor. So therefore, in this situation, A1 is equal, A2 is equal to 0. A1 equal to 0. Next, when the applied force is 60 newtons, when the applied force is 60 newtons, what are the values of A1 and A2? దీన్ని కూడా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాలి అంటే సేమ్ థింగ్ ఇలానే చూసుకోవచ్చు మనం. చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కేస్ 2. Suppose here case 2. If the applied force capital F is equal to 16 newtons, right? Second one 16 newtons. Again for pulling, F minus 2T is equal to 0 or T is equal to F by 2. That is 60 by 2. Therefore T is equal to 30 newtons. T is equal to 30 newtons. Right? Okay, T value find out please. Next, for 5 kilogram block, the upward force is equivalent to T is equal to 30 and the gravitational pull is equal to 50. 5 into 10 is equal to 50. Gravitational pull is more than the tension current. That's why 5 kilogram block is not contact with the ground. Therefore, for 5 kilogram block, tension is less than its weight. Therefore, its acceleration A1 is equal to 0 because it is not in contact with the ground. It is in contact with the ground. It cannot be lifted. Next again, for 2 kg block, upward force is 30, downward gravitational pull is 20, right? This is 30 and this is 20. That's why 2 kilogram block, it can easily be lifted from the floor. Net force acting on the 2 kg block is given by, okay now, 30 minus 20 is equal to m2 into a or m2 into a2. 30 minus 20 is equal to 10. m2 is equal to, it is 2 into a2. Therefore a2 is equal to 5 meter per second square. That's why acceleration of the second block is equal to 5 meter per second square and for first block is equal to 0. Okay. Next again, case 3. Suppose if the applied force F is equal to 110 newtons. F equal to 110 newtons. Again, you know, for the pulling, F is equal to 2T or T is equal to F by 2. 110 by 2, it is equal to 55 newtons. Therefore, P is equal to 55. T 55 means it is 55 and downward pull is 50. That's why 5 kilogram block also moves ready to upward direction. 2 kg block also moves upwards. Therefore, for 5 kg block, what is the net force acting upwards? 55 minus 50 is equal to m1 e1. Okay, m1 is equal to 5 a1. 55 minus 50 is equal to 5. Therefore, a1 is equal to 1 meter per second square. Again, for 2 kg block, what is the net force acting upwards? 55 minus 20 is equal to m to a, and 55 minus 20 is equal to 35 is equal to 2 into a2. Then a2 is equal to 35 by 2. So that is 27.5 meter per second square. This is the acceleration of second block. Okay. But in this way, we can calculate all the accelerations by applying the or by changing the applied force, right? Right here 35 is equal to 2a2, a2 equal to 35 by 2, sorry, it is 17.5 meter per second square. Right, okay. Here there is an example 3. Suppose if a block of mass capital M is kept on a horizontal surface, smooth surface, and a string is connected to it. After passing through a pulley, frictionless pulley, it is again connected to another pulley. Also, let us consider a second row. One end is connected to block of mass M1, and after passing through the second pulley, it is connected to a block of mass M2. See here, M1 equal to 1 kilogram and M2 is equal to 2 kilograms. Pulleys are massless. Both the pulleys are massless, and the strings are light. For what value of capital M? The mass M1 moves with a constant velocity. Very important. Observe here. For what value of capital M? M1 moves with a constant velocity. Okay now? Let us observe, my dear students. Let the tension developed in the lower string is equal to, suppose it is T1. Here also it is T1. Let the tension applied in the upper string is equal to capital T, and here it is also equal to capital T. Okay. So for the block of mass M1 moves with a constant velocity means tension should be balanced by its weight. Suppose if M1 moves with a constant velocity, that's why T1 should be equivalent to M1G. Okay, and what is M1? 1. G should be taken as 10. Therefore, T1 is equal to 10 newtons. Next again, for the pulley, it is a mobile pulley, you know. దీని పైన upward force is equal to capital T, and total downward forces are T1 and T1. Here it is T1, and this is also equal to T1. Net force acting on this pulley is equal to, say, suppose capital T minus 2T1 is equal to MA. As the pulley is massless, M is equal to 0 కాబట్టి MA equal to 0. Therefore, for pulley, suppose it is P1 and this is P2 pulleys. For pulley P2, capital T is equal to 2T1, you know. Then capital T is equal to what is T1? 10. 2T1 is equal to 20. But it is 20 newtons. Capital T is equal to 20 newtons. Again, for the block of mass capital M, the pulling force is capital T. That's why capital T is equal to MA. Capital T is equal to MA. Capital T is 20 is equal to capital M into A. Therefore, A is equal to 20 by M. What is A? Acceleration of capital M is equivalent to 20 by M. Right? Now, let us observe the free body diagram for M2. Free body diagram of M2. This M2 ఇలా తీసుకోండి. Okay na? The upward force acting on it is, what is its value? T1, right? Next again, its weight is equal M2G downwards. Suppose, as the block is moving in forward direction with an acceleration V, this total system also moves downwards. As a result, there is a pseudo force acting on M2 which is opposite to its direction. That's why this is the pseudo force acting on M2. Pseudo force. This is small f, today small f is equal to M2 into A. What is M2? M2 is equal to 2 kilograms. 2 into, and A is equal to, again here A is equal to 20 by capital M. 20 by capital M. So that's why total is 40 by M. This is the pseudo force acting on M2. T1 upwards, M2G downwards. But here M2 వచ్చేసి ఏ డైరెక్షన్ లో వెళ్తుంది? As M2 moves, ఎట్లా తీసుకోవచ్చు ప్రాబ్లం. as m2 moves downwards with an acceleration sum a. Acceleration of the block is equal to a అనుకుంటే from free body diagram what is value m2g should be greater than t1 plus pseudo force kada. Net force acting on m2 is equal to m2a is equal m2g minus r t1 plus f. Okay, m2 into m2 means 2 kilogram into a is equal what is value 20 by m. 20 by m is equal 2 into 10 minus of t1 is equal to 10 plus f is replaced by 40 by capital M. Okay na 40 by capital M. దీన్ని చెప్తారు చేయండి 40 by m 2 into 25 means 40 by m is equal 20 minus multiply చేయండి minus 10 minus m plus minus 40 by m minus 40 by m రాసేయండి 40 by m plus 40 by m is equal 80 by m is equal to 20 minus 10 is equal to 10. So 0 0 cancel. So capital M is equal to 8 kilograms. Are you understand? So for what value of capital M? What value of capital M? M1 moves with a constant velocity. Free body diagram తీసుకొని చేస్తే very easy. Observe. Okay? Right. Next one more problem is there. Example 4. See here, example 4. A plane of mass capital M, a plane of mass small m, it is resting symmetrically on two wedges B and C, and both the wedges are identical, means both are having same mass capital M. What is the acceleration of the plane as it releases freely? Neglect the friction between all the contact surfaces. Okay na? This relate చేసామండి. Both the blocks B and C initially these are the triangular blocks or wedges. Suppose here it is a plane. Mass of the plane is equal to m kada. Here also this surface and this surface both are smooth. As it releases freely, it tries to move downward direction. That means the plant exerts a force on B and also force on C. So that's why both B and C they are moving away from one another like this. Okay na? ఇక్కడ అడిగేది ఏంటంటే what is the accelerations of the plant and also accelerations of the blocks రెండు అనుకుందాం. వాట్ క్వశ్చన్ లో అయితే మాత్రం find the acceleration of the plant అంటారు. Again to find the acceleration of the plant and also the wedges. See here, what the direction of motion of the plant? As it releases, it moves down. Okay na? ఎప్పుడైతే ఇది కిందకి వస్తుందో B and C both are moving away from one another along the horizontal direction, you know. For example, let the plant move down a distance y so that each wedge is moving and B is moving horizontally towards left by a distance x. Here y is the displacement of the plant, x is the displacement of the wedge, left wedge. Here this is the angle theta, you know, inclined surface. ఇక్కడ అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే here also this is equal to theta. From this triangle tan theta is equal to ఎంత అవుతుందండి y by x or y is equal to x tan theta. Y equal to x tan theta. Theta remaining constant. Theta doesn't change here. Differentiating this displacement with respect to time, dy by dt is equal to velocity. dx by dt is also velocity for the wedge. On double derivative, two times derivative చేస్తే displacement double derivative means acceleration. Suppose y is the displacement of the plane, then double derivative చేస్తే its acceleration small a. Displacement of the wedge is equal to x. It can be differentiated twice with respect to time. It becomes capital A into tan theta, where small a is equal acceleration of plan. Capital A is equal to acceleration of wedge. So small a is equal to A into tan A. Now let us here write down the free body diagrams of plan B and also C. Very clear, very important for plan. Free body diagram. This is the plan. Okay, allow. Suppose E point the force acting on the body by the surface is called normal reaction. You know, the normal reaction exerted on the plan by the wedge is equal to let this n. It's the normal reaction. Also, it can be resolved into two perpendicular components. Along this direction, this is one component, and this is the other component. You know, observe this. E angle this is theta. Okay, this theta is normal reaction. This is normal reaction. Itla line vertical line giste. E angle is equal to theta. E angle component of n along this direction is n cos theta, and along this direction is equal to n sin. Okay, and weight of the plank is equal mg acting downwards. At this surface also, normally acting on here by the another wedge C is perpendicular to its plane. This is n. Here also, this is angle theta. Component of n is equal to this is n cos theta, and another component is equal to n sin. Okay, ila components ka divide chesi as the plank A is moving downwards, you can acceleration, right? If you observe for the plank, alone, as the plank doesn't move, sigma fx is equal, and a force acting on the plank along the horizontal direction is equal to what is value? Along x-axis this is n sin theta. Along negative x-axis is also n sin theta. That means n sin theta minus n sin theta is equal to 0. Similarly, the force acting along the y-axis, net force along downward direction is given by at downward direction mc, component of n, upward direction this is n cos theta and this is n cos theta. Still, the block or the plank is moving downwards with an acceleration a. Therefore, sigma Fi is equal to mg minus 2n cos theta. Mg minus 2n cos theta. But mg minus 2n cos theta is also equivalent to m into a. Okay. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. Next, write down the free body diagrams corresponding to the blocks or the vectors. Next, for the wedges, observe for B. B observe cheste. This is B, no? It is the angle of inclination theta. As the plank moves downwards, this wedge B moves like this. Its acceleration is equal to say this capital. ఇక్కడ మరి weight of this block is important. Its weight is equal to capital mg downwards. Okay. The force acting on wedge by the surface is equal to it is the normal reaction, which is equivalent to n1 n1. It is B, you know. Normal reaction acting on the plank by the wedge is equal to n. Okay. According to Newton's third law, the similar force acting on the wedge by the plank also. That means the equivalent force is equivalent to this is n. Now n is also resolved into two perpendicular components. It is this is n cos theta and this is n sin theta. Okay. This is n sin theta and this is n cos theta. Reverse. దీనిపైన పనిచేసే ఫోర్సెస్ కాబట్టి it is n cos theta and this is n sin theta. Remember clearly. Therefore, here for the wedge, sigma fx is equal. sigma fx is equal to what is this value? Only along the horizontal direction the force acting on the wedge is equal to n sin theta alone. There are no other forces, because here also the wedge doesn't move in vertically upwards. Okay, sigma fx is equal to n sin theta, and due to this force it is moving with an acceleration a. That's why it is capital M into a, capital M into capital A. N sin theta is equal to M into a. From this, n is equal m into a by sin theta. This is equation 3. Also, sigma fy is equal along vertically downward vertical direction. There is no acceleration. Upward forces are n1, downward forces are n cos theta and nc. That's why capital Mg minus of n1 plus n cos theta is equal to, this total is equal to 0. అంటే దాని అవసరం లేదు. మనకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటి అంటే ఇక్కడ we are having the values of small a and also capital A. ఓకేనా? For small a, let us consider the equation 2, and a is the capital A tan theta. So from equation 2 mg minus 2m cos theta is equal to m. Substituting the value of small a and also n is equal to what is the value of m? ma by sin theta, and small a is equal to capital A tan theta. These two values are substituted in the given equation to get the formula mg minus 2 into n is replaced by capital Ma by sin theta into cos theta is equal to m into a is replaced by capital A into tan theta. Tan theta means it is equal to sin theta by cos theta. Okay, but we are having only the value of capital A alone. Capital A calculation chedam. Capital A term, this can be moved on this side. That's why mg is equal to capital A common తీస్తే into here m into sin theta by cos theta plus 2m cos theta by sin theta. 2m cos theta by sin theta. This is equal to capital A into here sin theta into cos theta is taken as the LCM. That is equal to small m into sin square theta plus 2m into cos square theta. Therefore, capital A is equal mg into sin theta into cos theta by small m into sin square theta plus 2m into cos square theta. So this is the formula for acceleration of both the blocks B and C in terms of small m, capital M and also theta, right? mg into sin theta cos theta by m into sin square theta plus 2m into cos square theta. Find the value of small a and only. Again, you know small a is equal to capital A into tan theta. Capital A into tan theta. Tan theta is also equal to sin theta by cos theta. Okay now. So capital A is this value into sin theta by cos theta. Cos theta cancel. So this is equal to mg into sin square theta by m into sin square theta plus 2m into cos square theta. This is the formula for acceleration of the plane in downwards. Okay. See here, example 5. So this is the situation. Suppose here the thread one end of the thread is connected to a ball of mass small m. The other end of the thread pipe passing through a frictionless pulley is connected to a spring, massless spring, not spring. Finally, it is attached to a block of mass capital A. Suppose if the block small a or the ball small a released freely, it is released freely such that it will be elongated like this, or it will be moves downward direction. Suppose as a falls downwards through a maximum displacement x, that's why maximum elongation of the string is also equal to x, you know. That means for the ball A, as it moves downwards, it may lose some of its energy, which is equivalent to potential energy. That should be equal to mgx. The loss of potential energy of A is equivalent to gain of potential energy inside the string. That means loss of potential energy of A is equal to mgx. Anukunte this should be equal to energy stored, potential energy stored inside the string, and this is equivalent to half kx square, where k is equal to string constant of the string. Both sides x and x are cancelled. So from this relation, value of x can be written as x is equal to 2mg by k. X equal to 2mg by k. This is the maximum elongation developed in the string. Suppose if the block B just to leave the surface, just to leave in contact with the horizontal surface, the force acting upward direction is equivalent to weight of the block mg over to just leave B, to just leave the block B, compulsory F is equivalent to capital Mg. But F is equal to, it is the restoring force developed inside the spring. It is also equal to Kx. Kx is equal to capital M into G. K into X is replaced by 2mg by K is equal to capital M into G. K cancel, G cancel. Now small m is equal to capital M by 2. Here question is, find the value of mass of the ball A, minimum mass of the ball A, so that the block just leaves in contact with the surface. Just leave in contact with the surface. Okay. Next here, there is a sixth example. So, sixth example. Two masses each equal to small m. They are lying on x-axis at minus a comma 0. Suppose this is x-axis. Okay. Suppose it is taken as the origin. Ikkada oka block undi. And its coordinates are minus a comma 0. There is one another block lying on the x-axis at this position, whose coordinates are plus a comma 0. Masses of both the blocks are m and m. M and m. Next, these two are connected by a light string. These two are connected by a light string initially. So in this case, what is the length of the string? It's nothing but 2a. Length of the string is equivalent to 2a. So a force capital F is applied at the origin along vertical axis. Suppose at this origin, now a force is applied along vertical axis. Without force applied this time. Just if the force is applied on the string like this, it will apply this to automatically these two blocks are come very close to them. Okay na? Just to a point number. So as a result, the mass is moving towards each other. Find the accelerations of each mass at the instant when the masses are at minus x comma 0 and x comma 0 respectively. ఇలా పోతున్నాయి అన్నాడు, దగ్గరగా వస్తున్నాయి కాదు. Suppose the final situation is, it is origin, you know. So ఇక్కడ ఉన్న బ్లాక్ కాస్త it moves ఈ పాయింట్, ఇది కూడా ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి తిరుగుతాం. ఇక్కడ కోఆర్డినేట్స్ వచ్చేసి this is minus x comma 0 and this is plus x comma 0. Okay na? But the force is applied exactly in the middle, and this is the string. It is also string. Okay? Ikkada force apply chestunna. Applied force is equal to capital F. Exactly at the origin. Now the distance of the first body from the origin is equal to x. Here also this is equal to x. Angle made by each string with the horizontal is equal to theta. It is also equal to theta. Now the tension developed in the string is equivalent to capital T, and here also capital T. Okay? Here what is the question here? Find the acceleration of each mass. As the masses are moving towards the origin, we should find its acceleration until when the blocks are approaching towards each other, whose coordinates are given by minus x comma 0 and plus x comma 0. Okay? This point that we know acceleration. So to find the acceleration, Now here this is the horizontal line at the point of F. This is theta. It is also equal to theta. Here also the tension T. Equilibrium tension is equal to capital T. This is theta, and this one is also equal to theta because they are alternate angles. Now T will be resolved into two components along this direction. This is T cos theta, and along this T sin theta. T sin theta. It is also resolved into two components. This is T cos theta, and this is T sin theta. Okay now. So here along this direction there is no accelerations of both the arms. Means some of the upward force equal some of the downward force. That means F is equal to 2T sin theta. F equal to T sin theta plus T sin theta, 2T sin theta. From this relation, T is equal to what is this value? F by 2 sin theta. T is equal to F by 2 sin theta. Keep it equation 1. Next again, for the block, left block, as it moves along the horizontal direction along this direction, what is the force acting on the system? Only T cos theta. Because due to T cos theta, this can be moved along the horizontal direction. That's why due to T cos theta, this block is moving with an acceleration A, and this is equivalent to M. We are having the acceleration A. Acceleration A is equal to T cos theta by M. Okay. But from equation 1, what is the value of T? T is replaced by F by 2 sin theta into cos theta by M. Okay. Therefore, A is equal F by 2M into cos theta by sin theta is equal to cot theta. Okay. So this is the value of X. This is X. And this is name of A, right? It is A. Total length of this thing is equal to 2A. Initially it is given as 2A. From this right angle triangle, cot theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is the adjacent side here? X. Therefore, cot theta F by 2M into X by this side is equal. This is the hypotenuse A and adjacent is X. And this side is equal to root of A square minus X square. Called X by root of A square minus X square. So that is the required answer. Acceleration A is equal to F by 2M into X by root of A square minus X square. See here, one more example. Three identical blocks A, B and C, they are joined by an inextensible string as shown in the figure. All the surfaces are smooth and pulleys are massless. AA, AB and AC are the accelerations of the three blocks. Then find the value of AB in terms of AC and AC. Find the value of AB in terms of AA and AC. Acceleration of A, acceleration of C. Very easy, you know. Suppose distance of the string from A to this pulley is equal to, let it is x1. From this point to this point, the length is equal to ఇది x2 అనుకున్నాను. ఇది కూడా x2 అవుతుంది. And ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇది displacement is equal to x3 అవుతుంది. Now what is the total length of this upper string? Total length of the string is x1 plus. This is x2 plus this is x2. 2x2 plus x3 is equal to L. Okay. Now differentiating this equation with respect to time twice, we will get the accelerations. You know, x1 is equal minus AA plus 2AB plus AC is equal. Then differentiation constant, length of this will mark differentiation 0. Why here we are taken as minus A? As the block A moves towards this pulley, x1 will be decreases. x1 decreases means velocity also decreases. Velocity decreases means acceleration also decreases. Negative, minus negative acceleration. x2 moves down, that means x2 increases, and C also moves along this direction. x3 also moves, or x3 also increases. So from this equation, we are having AB kada 2AB is equal AA minus AC. Therefore, acceleration of B is equal to acceleration of A minus acceleration of C by 2. So this is the formula of AB in terms of AA and AC. Next, one more example is one the same way. In the above problem, suppose if acceleration of A is equal to 12t meter per second square and acceleration of C is equal to 3 meter per second square. Here it is in seconds. Find the time taken by the block B. Again comes to rest. Find the time taken by B to come to rest again. Rest or whatever time is calculation cheyandi. Same iదే problem lo మనకి acceleration of B is equal to acceleration of B is equal to same in this situation. Acceleration of B is equal to acceleration of A minus acceleration of C by 2. Therefore, acceleration of A is equal to 12t minus 3 by 2. Okay, this is equivalent to 60 minus 3 by 2. Acceleration of B is also equal to this can be written as dvb by dt. Rate of change in velocity is equal to acceleration. From this equation, dvb is equal to 60 minus 3 by 2 into dt. Taking the integration on both sides. Taking the integration on both sides, we get integral dvb is equal to limits from 0 to vb is equal to integral 60 minus 3 by 2 into dt. Limits are time taken from 0 to t. Integral dvb is equal to vb kada. vb minus 0 to vb, that is equal integral 60 dt means 6 into t square by 2